Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Keeping It Global. My name is Sharon, and I'm here with Mac. Hey, Mac, how are you?
I'm good.
So thank you so much for joining me in an episode of Keeping It Global. And so we're super excited to get to know about you and your experience as a global villager. So I think the first question I'll start out with is, can you give us your full name and maybe like give the explanation to why I called you Mac? And just after that, tell us a little bit about your hometown.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much, Sharon. Is that how I pronounce your name?
Yes, that's perfect.
All right, okay. So my name is Nur Hasina binti Mahbub Ahmad. I know it is a very long name, but you guys can just call me Mac. It's like McDonald, but without Donald at the end. Or you guys can call me Nur or Hasina, any way that you guys prefer. And I just graduated from International Islamic University, Malaysia, one of the university in my country, and I am majoring in communication. So currently, I don't have any jobs, but I'm doing part-time baking. I'm baking cookies and also some cakes as my part-time. And also, I live in Gerik. Gerik is located at the northern of Perak. Perak is a state in Malaysia, and it is nearby with the Thailand border. So in Guri, we do have one famous place where we call that as Belum Rainforest Resort. It is one of the eco-tourism destinations where people who love the nature, they will come here because the view and the surrounding are very beautiful. And I would recommend for those who do not know this place, come and visit my hometown.
Oh, that's really interesting. Thank you. Can you share some information about Malaysia that you would want other people to know if they were to ever visit, or just anything that they should know about your country?
The thing that you must try is the food, because the cuisine of our food is a combination of Malay, Chinese, and Indian. Malay, Chinese, and Indian are the races in Malaysia, and also the variety of the ingredients are rich with the combination of spices. So that's what makes our food is very unique, I would say. And most of the food here are very spicy. Yes, you can request if you don't like spicy or if you cannot eat spicy food, but that's what makes the food special. And I would want to also recommend you guys to try nasi lemak. Nasi lemak is a Malay dish with a fragrant rice cooked in coconut milk and also bitter nut. So it is very delicious. We, the Malaysian, we usually eat nasi lemak during our breakfast. Yeah, I know we eat rice a lot in Malaysia. Asian, we love to eat rice, I guess. And another food that people should try is the king fruit of this country. We call it as durian. Durian is like a thorny fruit. I know some might not like it because of the taste. Even me, myself, I'm not a durian lover as well. But then, I mean, it's worth to just give a try.
So I've
Yes.
tried durian. I think it's like an acquired taste for people, but I actually enjoyed
Yes.
it when I tried it. Mhm.
Oh, okay. So you like it?
Yeah, the smell was very interesting, but I really wanted to try it, and it was actually pretty good. I guess my next question would be, aside from different food or different dishes that are famous in Malaysia, what would be your, I guess, your favorite thing about your hometown or just about your country in general?
Okay, so well, I've mentioned earlier that we live in a multiracial races, a multiracial country, right? So we have three major races here: Malay, Chinese, and Indian. So I love the thing about the festival. Definitely, if you have more cultures, more races, so you will need to enjoy the festivals as well. So let me explain briefly on these three festivals that represent Malay, Chinese, and Indian. Okay, so for Malay people, we have Eid festival, or we call it as Hari Raya. Okay, it's a celebration where more than half of the country with Muslims celebrate this festival after the end of Ramadan. So we will need to fast for 30 days in 1 month Okay, so every year we need to fast for a month, and then after the fasting month period ends, and then we will be celebrating this kind of festival where we will be hosting an open house, inviting guests, relative, or the community of the members to join the celebrations. And we have the signature food where we prepare variety of cookies. So next we have for Chinese, we call it as Chinese New Year. It marks the first day of the New Year in the Chinese lunar calendar, and it lasts for 15 days. And this is the time where they will have fireworks, and they will also have open houses served with delicious kind of food. And also you will get the chance to see lion dances or people dressing in costumes that represent to chase the evil spirits away. So that's what it symbolizes for, okay? And last but not least, we have Deepawali. This represent the Hindus or the Indian community. So we call this as the lights of festival, where they usually will light out all the light on this, everywhere, so you can see like it's very happening during this festival. And they also has the meaning behind it, where it symbolizes the triumph of good over evil. So that's why they are also celebrating these events. So I think that's pretty much it on what I like the most during in my country.
Mhm. Thank you. That's really interesting, really informative. I didn't realize how, I guess, like how much diversity and different cultures are celebrated. It's really interesting to see like all of those
Yeah.
things all those things coming together. So I've heard that you were able to spend some time in America, I believe. So
Yeah.
actually, can you tell me a little bit about your experience in America? Because I'm sure it's completely different from what you might have experienced in Malaysia.
Yeah, okay. So basically, I went there in 2016 as the yes student. Okay. I really like it. I really love it being in America, and being as a student over there. I know it's not easy because I've never been far away from my parents, not even like 1 month. And after my high school, we graduated when we are in 17. Okay. And then we go there when we are in 18. So we are considered graduated in Malaysia. Then we go there, it's just like a cultural exchange program. So of course, it's not easy for me. I know it's hard, but then by the time when I go to school, I learn a lot. The education, the teaching, the education experiences is also way different compared to us in a way that they don't use the textbook, but they have like iPad. Okay.
Oh, mhm.
Yeah, in Malaysia, we don't have any technology. But in America, when you are in high school, they use the iPad as to represent the textbook. So you don't have to bring lots of books to school. You just bring that one iPad, and we have like tests and things like that. So we're doing it like online. But in Malaysia, we need to do it manually. We need to write on a piece of paper, yeah, and things like that. So that's really surprised me, because I can see that in when I was there, uh, the technology is like wow. Okay, it's very awesome for me because we haven't have that in here, right? And a thing that I also like the most is that I was there with my host family in Indiana. Okay, I was hosted in Indianapolis, and my school was located in Bluffton. So Bluffton High School. I went to Bluffton High School. So my parents also treated me very well. And I know it's not easy for me being a different religion to live a with a different religion as well. Okay, because I'm a Muslim, living with a Christian family. First, I thought it was hard, but then it's surprising. It surprised me because It's not that difficult how I thought it will be. Okay, they are very welcoming, and we always share one another culture, experiences. We talk a lot, so that's where I think we have a mutual understanding about one another, and we always come to a point where we need to respect each other. So that's why I think I enjoy my experiences being in there. Yeah.
Oh, I'm really glad to hear that. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, you weren't able to visit the Lehigh campus in America once again for
Mhm.
the iCoca Global Village program. So I guess even before, despite all the difficulties with the pandemic, can I ask you why you decided to join the iCoca Global Village program?
I would want to join this program is because I would want to engage in discussion with leaders all around the world. And also I would want to get new skills in ethical leadership, entrepreneurship, and also cross-cultural collaboration and also communication. Because by joining this kind of programs, you will definitely meet people with different backgrounds. So I intend to work with those people and to get more knowledge on what we are doing actually. For example, when we are having the discussion group, we will need to deal with one another. So that's where you can see the work ethics, okay, in each other. So, and you will learn slowly, even though I'm not saying that we are not good, some of us are not good, no, but it's just that sometimes you know where is your weaknesses, but from there you will learn on how to be better like others.
Kind of how you mentioned earlier, the beauty of this program is that people from all over the world and all these global leaders are able to meet and have these discussions and learn about entrepreneurship and other topics. So I guess kind of related to that, just as a little fun question, if there was any place in the world other than Malaysia that you could live in, where would it be?
Traveling is a thing that I love the most. So going to new places, surrounding myself with new people and trying new types of food are some things that make me feel alive. So it's actually really difficult for me to choose one place that I would want to settle down. Having traveled to so many places, I have traveled like 8 to 9 countries because of participating in programs. I never go to countries just for honeymoon or just for hanging out with friends, but it's all about programs. So I have come to realize that it's never a physical location that makes me happy, but rather the ambitions of a place and the people that I'm surrounded by. So if I had to choose one place in the world to live, it could be anywhere as long as I'm surrounded by people who bring out the best in me. But yet, I still have, honestly, because when I was in the US, since I went there, and it's like the longest duration that I've been in the United States of America. So I feel like I left a piece of my heart over there. And my dream is one day to return permanently. I wish. Yeah.
Mhm. Wow, that's the perfect answer. I feel like what you make out of where you are is kind of what you get out of it. Just as my last question, can I ask you if you could share one piece of advice or anything you want to say to the Lehigh community, what would it be?
I would want to advise that sometimes you always feel afraid to come out from your comfort zone because you are unsure or uncertain. Am I doing this right? Can I do this? Will that be difficult? And things like that. Yes, there will be lots of questions in your mind. But hey, this is all what you need to do. You know, this is life. If you don't come out from your comfort zone, how are you going to identify? How are you able to know what's your limitations of yourself and things like that? If you don't meet people, how are you going to learn from others? And come on, we are gathered like with 40 countries. So you don't have to travel to 40 countries just to gather all those information. You can just get it by having your peers, your colleagues from all different countries. So I do hope that all of you can also perhaps join or participate this kind of program, or just meet new people and make friends from people all around the world. It is very, very interesting, and I can guarantee you guys won't regret it. So I guess that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mac. This has been really interesting, and I've just loved learning more about Malaysia and your experiences, from I guess your global experiences as well as your different opportunities that you're able to do in America as well. So thank you so much for sharing your stories and giving your really wonderful advice. So I guess I'll end our session by saying thank you to all of the viewers that have tuned in to another episode of Keeping It Global. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and stay tuned for more.